Hey guys, it's April from Getting Hooga With It. I'm here today to do a library book haul. I adore library book hauls. I could spend all day there. It's really addictive and I'm so pleased with everything I got. So let's just dive right in. The first book is The Good Earth by Pearl S. Buck. And this follows a family who are farmers in China during the 20th century and just their experience in trying to rise up as an ordinary people. I'm really looking forward to reading this. This is a classic and I kind of feel guilty that I haven't already read it. I also picked up The Narrow Road to the Deep North by Richard Flanagan. I know President Obama was a huge fan of this, and I think it was on his summer reading list or something. So in the recent political climate, I'm trying to get all of the Obama stuff I can possibly get. August 1943, in the despair of a Japanese POW camp on the Thai-Burma Death Railway, Australian surgeon Dorrigo Evans is haunted by his affair with his uncle's young wife 2 years earlier. His life is a daily struggle to save the men under his command from starvation, from cholera, from pitiless beatings, until he receives a letter that will change him forever. I was also able to pick up The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini. Everyone else has seemed to have read this and loved it. So this follows a young narrator, Amir, who is coming to age during the last peaceful days of the monarch, just before his country's revolution and its invasion by Russian forces. I'm really looking forward to this one. I've got another one here by the same author. So the other book by the same author is 1,000 Splendid Suns, and I believe that this takes place in Afghanistan in the last 30 years. And it's essentially looking at what has happened to Afghanistan during the Taliban coming in and also post-Taliban rebuilding. So it sounds like this one will be really enlightening and also, I imagine, really emotional as well. I also picked up The Story Sisters by Alice Hoffman. I have never read Alice Hoffman, which is a shame. So this follows three sisters and their three different fates. I don't believe one of them survives or she goes missing. So it sounds like there's a little bit of a thriller aspect to this, but also sounds like a kind of family drama as well. So that should be good. I picked up Elizabeth Kostova's The Swan Thieves. I have never read The Historian, although I know it should be definitely on my list of books to read. So I thought, saw this, picked it up, grabbed it. This is about an artist, a painter, who goes to the National Gallery of Art and he starts just brutally tearing apart this painting. He stopped, obviously, and when he is sat down, they ask him, like, why did you do this? And his answer is, I did it for her. I want to know who her is and why he would do such a terrible thing. This looks really good. And I really like the cover. Isn't that pretty? Yes. I picked up The Bishop's Man by Lyndon McIntyre. This, I believe, won the Giller Prize, and I've been really meaning to read more Canadian fiction. I am Canadian, and it can't just be Margaret Atwood all the time. It follows a priest, Father Duncan McCaskill, who isn't a favorite amongst the religious circle, the Catholic circle, and when the bishop finds out that there's like this big scandal that's going to be coming into the media, he decides to take this priest and send him far away into the country. Unfortunately for this priest, it's where he grew up, and it sounds like he's done something terrible, so I want to find out what that is. And yeah, won the Giller. It's got to be good. I also picked up Astonish Me by Maggie Shipstead. This is a look at the ballet world. It looks at how the ballet world is not as beautiful and graceful and all of those things that we see on stage. And apparently it's got a lot more nitty-gritty in there. So it follows a ballerina and her coach. I also picked up Alice Munro's Runaway. This is a series of stories from Alice Munro, who I have never read, who is also Canadian, and who I definitely should read at some point. This one also won the Giller. I am on a Giller roll, so we'll see. I hope it's good. I was also able to snag Vinegar Girl by Anne Tyler. This is a retelling of Shakespeare's The Taming of the Shrew, which is one of my favorite Shakespeare plays, so I'm really looking forward to diving into this. Everyone says it's amazing, and isn't this cover just gorgeous? I love it. My final book is The Luminaries by Eleanor Catton. Catton. This book, here I'll read you the dust jacket. It is 1866, and young Walter Moody has come to make his fortune upon the New Zealand goldfields. On the night of his arrival, he stumbles across a tense gathering of 12 local men who have met in a secret to discuss a series of unexplained events. The town's wealthiest man has vanished. A prostitute has tried to end her life, and an enormous fortune has been discovered in the home of a luckless drunk. Moody is soon drawn into the mystery, and as the men share their stories, what emerges is a network of fates and fortunes that is as complex and exquisitely patterned as the night sky. Now, this is an enormous book. Look at the size of it. It's 780-something pages. It's huge. I seem to be really attracted to really huge books lately, so I'm going to go slow with this one. I don't know if I'll get to this right away, but it has had so much buzz and so much praise that I know that I needed to have this on my bookshelf. Those were all of the books that I got at the library sale. I'm really excited to dive in. I've got a lot of books to read. Gotta go. Bye.